I heard you crying loud all the way. Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
Yo, we got something crazy for you guys today.
Hit me.
Well, you all know how I got into the Grateful Dead recently, right?
Yep, kind of a weird pivot, but I dig it.
My mom used to listen to that stuff all the time growing up, so not really that weird.
Fair enough, but where you going with this?
Well, anyway, I saw this video of Dead and Company show, and they had these drones turn into a giant animated skeleton. So I asked myself, what if the drones could turn into me dunking on someone? And get this, turns out they can do it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You good, MP?
take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then it's Green, and it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then it's Gary Harris, then it's MP, and it's Rollins in at shooting guard. Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, BA, you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
So Phoenix wins the tip. Here's Goodwin. Pass to Green. Williams, a screen on MP. Green, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Nice unselfish play by Green, taking the time to get another guy a better shot.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. MP, no good. Now Green. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Now here's Green, coming off 41 points last game out. Clock at 6. Brooks against Thomas. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
MP shot is good.
What touch on the teardrop. MP just letting it glide off his fingertips.
MP against Green. Over Thomas. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Here's Milwaukee. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Well, under the current salary cap, it's not sustainable to have 3 max contracts. Richard just asked the Suns.
Yeah, you gotta have depth to win in today's NBA. The Suns traded away that depth to have 3 max players, and that limited their ability to put together a cohesive roster. Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season. And let's use this time to take a look at the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Here's Goodwin, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Green against MP. Launches a 3. And it's Brooks missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Green.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Outside, Williams. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Bucks leading by 4. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thomas. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. MP's got 6 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here are the Bucks now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. 1:10 left in the first quarter here. And he lays it up and in. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Gary Trent Jr., he's checked. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Inside, some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Suns trail by 10. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Trent is out there with MP, and it's Harris in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Antetokounmpo with it. Done in his pocket. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was a man on a mission. He finished with 47 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's MP. MP getting it done inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Suns trail by 14. Pass to Iguodaro. Now here's Green. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
Antetokounmpo finds Turner. Here's Trent. And here's Thomas. Green covering. MP staying focused.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside, Green. Pass to Goodwin. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. To the middle. Here's Thomas. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. MP's got 16 points. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Goodwin passes to Green. From deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not been comfortable all game.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit.
Oh, sensational!
Yes.
What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. That is a dunk contest worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. MP, the pass to Turner. Down low. Here's MP. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Suns trail by 18. Outside, Green. Over MP. Again, Phoenix. Good for 2.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
MP, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP inside. Green covering. Good on the bucket. Thomas has got 12 points now in the quarter.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Goodwin. Oh, stolen by Harris. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Milwaukee out front. They lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, I asked it. I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Who needs a multifaceted approach when you can dominate in the lane like this? It has been impressive.
My only piece of advice, don't stop.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then it's Jalen Green, and it's Goodwin in at the 2 guard. And that one's good. Green.
The defense does have Green well covered, but look, he fights through it and finds a way inside.
Here's Thomas. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists now in the game. Thomas against Green. Pass to Goodwin. Williams with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is good by Goodwin. Goodwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Thomas, that's good. And the Bucks lead by 19.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from being close.
Pass to Green. Fires the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Count it.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Here's Goodwin. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
Milwaukee leading by 21. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
To the inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Really one to watch. Jalen Green is an exciting young star in this league, Richard.
Yeah, he's done a lot of maturing as a player in just a few seasons. Sometimes he looks confident, sometimes he looks overwhelmed, but his overall game has improved.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the paint, Brooks. That shot off. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Down low. Thomas, that's good. MP's got 30 points.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Pass to Goodwin. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Bucks making a change here. Turner's checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Iguodala, he's checked in for Green. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Thomas outside. Up and in on the layup. Thomas has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside, Williams. Here's Goodwin. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Milwaukee leading by 23. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. And he comes up with a bucket. Rollins has got his first basket.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
On the wing, Brooks. No good off the back of the rim.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
In transition, here they come. Soft touch off the glass. Brooks has gotten his first basket of the night.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
MP, the pass to Portis. Here's Turner. Williams defending. Pass to Rollins. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Goodwin passes to Brooks. From behind the arc. No good there. MP getting it done for the Bucks. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
He's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
We've got Miles Turner. MP is out there with Anthony. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Coffey in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
MP outside. He takes it in. Oh, Williams with the block. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Williams. And here is Green. Takes a 3. And it's MP with a rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Anthony, the pass to Porter. Anthony outside. Back to Thomas. Now here's Turner. Outside Porter. Fires from deep. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence. They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
MP outside. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Porter, the pass to MP. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Thomas has got 14 points here in the second half. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And their win total will climb a little higher once this one's official. It'll be their 63rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Green with the ball. Now Porter defending. Pass to Williams. Outside for Brooks. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Turner. Outside Porter. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word EAT along with your issue and seat location to 55555.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And here we can check out the story for Norman Powell.
And with the rise in his true shooting percentage these past 10 games, it's clear that he is feeling very good about the state of his game. We'll see if he has another steady performance in him here tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Collins is out there with MP, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Miami, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then there's Powell, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Now, here's Mitchell. It's stolen by Harris, and here's the break. Jumps up. Whoa, man!
Wow! How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Outside, Hero. Powell for three. It's rebounded by Portis. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Bucks. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And while many teams are a revolving door of head coaches, Stan, the Heat have valued continuity.
They absolutely have. Eric Spoelstra is one of the longest tenured coaches in NBA history. Only Greg Popovich and Jerry Sloan coached their teams longer. And Spoelstra has had great success, leading the Heat to 6 finals while winning 2 of them.
Here's Mitchell, following the basket by MP. Hero kicks to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. They get the rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, it took them 4 attempts, but they've taken the lid off the basket. Maybe that'll get some momentum going.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Inside, here's Thomas. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for MP.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
In the corner, Powell with it. Wiggins outside. There's Hero with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hero's got 5.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
Good on the shot. That's now 8 points for MP.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Suns played some superb basketball. He came away with 34 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. Porter comes in for Thomas. And as we march through the end of March, a chance now to look through the power rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And
Fontecchio, he's checked in for the Heat. Norman Powell comes in for Terry Rozier. Milwaukee also making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Gary Harris comes in for Gary Trent. And Thomas subbed in for Rollins. Ware passes to Fontecchio. Here's Larson, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with Thomas. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Pass to Hackett. Fontecchio. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Fires for 3. Hawkes can't hit. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Milwaukee. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Powell. And he overshot that one, missing. Bucks leading by 12. One-on-one here. Here's Thomas, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd, but I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
It's Hero with the drive. Bucket is good. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
Well, there he is showing off his speed. Hero cuts to find the basket.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hero kicks to Powell. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The Heat trail by 12. You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game. That famous drive of Giannis's, he can just plow through any opposition. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Right side, Porter. The Bucks working the ball around. To the inside, Thomas. MP converting the tough bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Hero passes to Adebayo, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I love when they put Adebayo in that action. Bam is really quick for his size, making him hard to trap.
Thomas, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
There's Hero with the 3. It's hauled in by MP. Giannis inside, and the layup falls. Giannis has got 8.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Get ready for some high RPM and amazing stuff from your pocket life, Arena Entertainment.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, their roster is stacked. You expect them to be the top dog. In my book, they are the title favorites.
Shaq calling his shot.
Not really going out on a limb there, huh, big fella?
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Mitchell, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. 5 on the clock. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Antetokounmpo. MP's got 23.
Now this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
We'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Mitchell dishes to Wiggins.
Set up!
Powell outside. Hero finds Wiggins. Shoots over Portis, busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And Wiggins can take the mid-range when he has to. His touch makes that an option.
Nice shot by Portis.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
90 seconds now into the second half. Adebayo with the screen on Thomas. Good on the bucket.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Milwaukee leading by 18. Outside Thomas to the middle. Here's Portis. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. That's now 8 points for Bobby Portis. Adebayo with the elbow. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
To the paint. Thomas, that's good. MP's got 25 points in the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Mitchell. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. And here is Hero. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted.
And the basket by Thomas.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Heat have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. MP against Mitchell. Hero from long range.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To stop the run. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Bucks have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Floats it up for Adebayo. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. The Bucks also changing it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Amir Coffey comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kevin Porter's subbed in for Harris. Here's Ware. That one goes. Count it. Ware's got his third basket of the night right there.
How about the inbound pass there? An easy bucket.
Turner dishes the Thomas. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 33 points for MP.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Fontecchio. And the three ball is good. Fontecchio's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so, MV will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that one's good by Porter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Rozier. Plays it up and banks it in.
Remarkable creativity by Rozier on the dribble. He's such an elusive cover at times.
Rollins with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right side, Rozier. Will not go. This is off the front eye. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Bucks on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Let's get this next bucket, and we got to put together a strength.
change here for the Bucks. Amir Coffey comes in for Antetokounmpo. And MP subbed in for Cole Anthony.
Baddest dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat Dancers.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Kevin Porter is out there with MP. And there's Miles Turner. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Coffey in at the 4. Thomas against Mitchell. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Higgins outside. Back to Mitchell. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by MP. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Bucks passing it around. The shot from the low post is good. MP's got 39.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
MP kicks to Porter. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Now at the line, Davion Mitchell.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. He's off on the second.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
And that one is good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Jackson finds MP. Now Porter down low. Here's MP. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And Matador defense That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long, everyone.